Next is from King Walsh. Subject: Macho Man Randy Savage and TNA. Fixed version, high again. Whatever that means.
He sent to
Hey guys, I'm listening to the podcast this week, and I just want to see if this makes the YouTube channel. Anyone who listens to the clips is a dumb F. The podcast version has all kinds of extra shit on there that you're missing out on. That's a good point. Also, Hughie, quit bleeping out all the curses. We're not kids. Well, we're going to address that right now before I complete this. We have to bleep out the curses on YouTube to say monetized. Yeah. If we curse, they demonetize us. That's strictly a financial decision. It was a mailbag question about Samoa's.
But we curse on Patreon, so you can get that.
Yes, yeah. It was the mailbag question about Nash's running with Samoa Joe. What I would love to know from Konnan and Disco is their experiences of Macho Man during his very weird run in TNA. Macho's my all-time favorite wrestler, hands down the GOAT in my eyes. But in the TNA, he looked horrible. I remember when he was part of the AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy faction, he looked like a strung-out drug addict. Plus, did I Google search and some old dirt sheet man was saying that Hogan and Macho had a backstage issue in TNA that led to Hogan literally calling him out for a fight? So, Konnan and Disco, can you tell me about the Macho in TNA? Number one, King Walsh, I can't because I wasn't there. Maybe Konnan can.
I was there.
What happened?
Whoa. D.I., you wrestled on the pay-per-view where he was there.
With Macho and Hogan?
Yeah, you teamed up with Swinger against Pat Kenny and Johnny B. Bad that night.
Was I on that show?
You managed 3 Live Crew in the opening match for the tag titles.
I was on. I absolutely don't. Bro, I've been wrestling for 28 years. I do not remember this.
Okay, I do remember.
What year is this, by the way?
2004, Turning Point, 2004.
Oh, God, it's 16 years? I don't remember this.
I'm going to tell you why I do remember it. Because he showed up with one of the guys from Chronic, Brian Adams, what's his name?
It was Adams.
Brian Adams.
Crush.
With Adams, and he was like his bodyguard, and he was looking for Hogan, and he was all up, and he was shaking, and he was mad, and I was like, bro, what do you want? He goes, a couple beers, and I was like, no way, this guy's
you know what that means?
Fucking beers.
No, let me tell you, because I've seen him do this.
Yeah.
He would drink like 2 beers and take 5 Vicodins before he went out to the rink. He wrestles the Giant. There's a match, early part of NWO. Actually, I don't think NWO had come out yet. I think it's just the Giant. We're pushing the Giant. The Giant was a big deal on TV. Here's this big giant guy. And the Giant had a match against Macho, right? And this is kind of like when the ratings wars hadn't really started. We're getting, because like the NWO, and it's not even 96 yet, right? But I remember that there was a spot in that match. And I remember the go position. I'm watching going out, but Macho's drinking a beer before he goes out to the ring, right?
Yeah, he did that a lot. He did that a lot.
A lot of guys did that a lot, right?
Yeah.
That's old school. That's these guys used to do. They used to fill up, drink, and then by the time the match is over,
they were
have
drinking before the show, during the show, and after the show, bro.
Yeah,
they had the cooler in the locker room, the little gimmick, and
But they would take all the major shit before their match because when the match was over, they wanted to be up, like not have to wait to get be up again. Those are the good times, by the way.
Yes.
So it's like, so there was a spot where the Giant did a big splash off the top rope onto Macho, and Macho moved. And bro, it was very impressive because we'd never seen the Giant like do something. Macho climbed up to the top rope and went up and dropped the elbow, and it was 1, 2, and Giant did the Giant kick out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, bro, and I'll never get it. We're all watching the monitor, and Terry Taylor was like, wow, what a spot. Yeah. And it was like the crowd just popped. If you watch that match again, it's a great match because this was like the first time the Giant had like a real opponent to fight, and it was just a perfect match for like a star versus the new up-and-coming Giant guys. I suggest people watch it.
With a great spot.
But the TNA stuff, no clue.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, I think
that's what happened.
I think, Disco, you got like 2 different times confused because you were saying I wasn't there when Hogan was there. You weren't there. But Hogan wasn't signed. He was just hanging out backstage.
Oh, okay.
And when Savage came in, he had been threatening Hogan in the press, and he put out the rap album, and he said he would fight him for real for charity. So Hogan, this is from what I heard, this is what I read. I don't know. Hogan went up to him and said, if we have a problem, let's just step outside and handle it. And Savage backed off, which is, I mean, you never heard that before.
That's not
right?
true.
Okay, so that's wrong. But then he went to...
I was there.
Yeah.
I was 1,000% there, and he was looking for him, and Hogan was nowhere to be found. I don't know what happened after, what happened before, but he was looking for a fight.
Okay.
And that other guy was there. I don't know if to keep people out or make sure nobody got involved, but he was looking for a fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Hogan and him.